everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing great. In today's video, we are going to learn how to handle patch requests in NextJs 15 step by step. Patch requests are super useful when you want to update only specific part of your data instead of replacing the whole thing. And with the latest update in NextJs 15, it is even easier to handle API requests clearly and efficiently. I will show you how to set up your API route, send a patch request, and handle the response the right way. So whether you are building a blog, a dashboard, or just exploring API route, this video will help you get it right. Let's jump in. Let's move on to the Visual Studio and let's set up our patch request in POSTMAN extension of Visual Studio Code. So here you can see that these are the route file inside the ID, and in this we are going to add a display example with the help of patch request. Before that, we can set up a patch request in a POSTMAN. So you have to come to the extension of POSTMAN. If you install the Thunderbird, you can go to the Thunderbird client and see where you want to create now the patch request. Now we can click on the new add request, and here I will give a new URL to the post with the ID. So I type it localhost and we go for 3. Now, as we are making a patch request, so we need to select a method from the drop down. So here you can see we have get, post, put, patch, delete. So we are go for the patch request, and inside the after that we can send some data to it. So here we can click on raw. We can collect JSON data over here, and the server is already running. And now we can come data, and the thing is that inside the data test we have the ID and the text. So we need to, so in this example, we need to update, we can update the text comment of ID 3 with the help of patch request. So here you can see, I can send some data like text and updated comment. Okay, now this is a patch request and I'm editing at the localhost 3000/comment/ID. ID is the comment ID which I need to update with the help of patch request and update that particular text in the data of text comment. Need to update that particular comment. Now let's send this particular request to the server. Now here you can see that you can we need to wait for it. Oh. Here you can see that we didn't get anything patch request because it is showing the status of 404 method not allowed. It means that the method which holds the patch request is not defined in that particular route file. So first, let's create a patch request for in that. Now we need to go to the Explorer and inside the for the dynamic ID, select route.tsx file, and after that we can create a code for the patch request. So I can write code for patch route hunter or patch request. You can write whatever you want. So now let's create a function, and for that we need to create a export function. We need to create the export async function with the name patch. Okay, after patch we have the request inside patch. It also accepts the request because we need to update the data with the data which I send in the body of it. So it is a patch request, and also the parameter we receive. The parameter is the params with of the ID, which is of type params, params, and it is of type params, which consists of an object with ID of type string. Okay, now we need to open it, curly brace, params. The P should be small, not the in capital. So first of all, we need to select the ID to which comment of that of ID need to be updated. So for this we can distribute that ID. So we try that constant ID, and we need to await as params is asynchronous, handled asynchronously. So after that ID, we need to also get the body or the text we need to update with the existing comment of ID 3. Okay. So we need to get the data of the, so we type body is equal to, we also need for await, wait for, it is written the prompt, so we need to use is await for request dot JSON. We are sending the data to the JSON. Now we also destructure that text to the body is equal to body. Actually, why we are using this text? Because when you are making the patch request, we are sending this title, or you can say the property with the name text. That's why we are taking the text over here. If suppose it is ID we are sending, or some other name, or you can say the designation, so the value should be the designation here, because we are just destructuring or take the data, select the data from that particular body object. Now we can go for the index. We can filter out that particular ID which we need to update the comment of. So we can use the find index. After that, we can see the comment in comment, and we can go for the comment.id. Need to match with the ID of pass identity. So we need to convert that ID into a number. So that ID already noted. After that, we need to we need to do a comment. We need to pass a comment. So as you need to add the data, so index, you will take it index.text will be assigned to the text over here. So text will be updated, and after that we can return that particular response dot JSON, and we can pass comment, and inside that we can pass the index. Basically, the index is just the text or the data which need to be updated in the file on which we are adding the. Okay. Now we have just completed our patch request function. Now let's test this particular patch function and see whether we are able to update it, that particular comment with the ID which we need to update. So here you can see we can create a patch request. So patch request localhost 3000 comment 3, and we are sending the text is equal to an updated comment, or we can type as update comment. Now let's see what will happen when we click on send option. So here you can see you can return ID 3 and text updated comment. If you see the data.ts file, the text will be, this is the third comment. But now after the patch request, the text will be changed to the updated comment with the text which you send while you updating update with your updated text. Now if you go to the get request, okay. Now we see now if we go for the, we click on Postman and we see that go to the get request, and we made a get request and see whether our comment get updated in the memory or not. So we again select localhost and we can simply type comment and send, so that we can fetch all the comment from the memory. So we can send that. So here you can see that one ID 1, 2 or 3. So here you can see the with the help of patch request we have already updated the comment of ID 3, which you see over here. But this updated will only be worked in the memory. They are not actually changing the data file, or the changes cannot be saved, or the changes cannot be saved in the file actually. They are just in the memory. While if you go to the file, you can only see the real data. So the changes which you are just seeing in the get request, they are in the memory, not in the actual data file. So this is how you can see how we can handle the patch request in NextJs 15. I hope you can easily understand how we can handle the patch request, or to update some part of the resource in the NextJs 15. So this is how you are able to understand that how we can handle the patch request in NextJs 15. All right, that is for today's video. We just learned how to handle patch request in NextJs 15, from setting up the API route to updating only the required data. Patch is really useful when you don't want to upgrade the whole object, just a part of it. And with the new writing in NextJs 15, it is easier than ever. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe and drop a comment below. If you have any questions or want me to cover some more topic like this, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Thank you.